is Destiny Germany. I'm a sophomore Pan-African Studies major. So when I was first asked to do this, I thought I would get up here and talk about how I'm from the West End, just like you all, and look at me now, flourishing at U of L, but I figured that was too boring. So I decided to write a spoken word piece, and I just wrote this yesterday. So in the wise words of Miss Erykah Badu, please keep in mind that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff. So this is entitled An Ode to Muhammad Ali. Also, feel free to snap if you're feeling it. Feel free to cry. Feel free to just do whatever this piece makes you want to do, okay? Y'all ready?
We ready.
All right, so again, original piece entitled An Ode to Muhammad Ali. I was once the ugly caterpillar. You see the children's book and got nothing on me. I've lived a life filled with prejudice, pain, and persecution that society refuses to see. I was once the ugly caterpillar, inching my way through the hood, and I thought I was stuck there for good, and I couldn't understand why others never understood my struggle. They never understood what it felt like to see a tattered store on every corner filled with nothing of nutritional value, filled with sugar, candy, and chips that are as addictive as the drugs that my neighborhood pharmacist prescribes. Meanwhile, black bodies are dropping like flies. Meanwhile, I'm expected to believe that all lives matter. But my health doesn't matter. My wealth doesn't matter. Physically, mentally, and emotionally taking care of myself doesn't matter, because I was once the ugly caterpillar who was never educated about my kind, who never learned how to free my mind, who was always taught how to grind but never quite taught how to find myself within this whitewashed curriculum. I was never taught why I lived in the hood but could be killed for wearing one. I was never taught that with every single step taken, I risked the possibility of my oppressors squishing me simply because they didn't quite believe in my capabilities. I was once the ugly, ugly caterpillar, hated for my melanin and hated for excelling and hated for developing into who I was truly meant to be. A butterfly that floated like Muhammad Ali. You see, my metamorphosis sent me into a slumber that allowed me to realize that I am more than just a number. I am more than just a statistic. I am far too complex for this country's simplistic views. I was raised to be a winner, but always born to lose. Every day I am put into the ring with a sting more vicious than the greatest of all time. But how hard will you fight when your liberation is on the line? I sting like a bee. And because of this, society fears me. They swat, constantly wanting me to conform, but little do they know I'm taking this world by storm. I am a product of Western Louisville, born and bred, and never will I ever bite the hand that once fed me. I float like a butterfly, I sting like a bee, and I never forget that these streets raised me. These streets bathed me, they showered me with love. These streets prayed for me to the man above, my brothers and my sisters. You were never ugly caterpillars. You are the dreams of your ancestors that were washed away by the hoses used to attack them. You are the dreams of your ancestors that were washed away by the tears that kept them up at night. You are the dreams of your ancestors that were never thought to become more than just a dream. But here you are today, striving and thriving and growing and glowing and being so unapologetic that not one gunshot can take your soul of a butterfly, being so unapologetic that not one gunshot can take your mighty, mighty sting of a bee, being so unapologetic, just like Muhammad Ali. So may you float like a butterfly, may you sting like a bee, and may you always, always, always remember that the West End of Louisville is the greatest place to be. Whoa. A day ago and trying to think of like what to say to you all. I was talking to my mentor Exacia, who's standing right here with the camera, and we were kind of talking about about, you know, my K through 12 experience and like my experiences now in college, especially as a Pan-African Studies major, and I realized that growing up K through 12, I was really ashamed of being from the West End of Louisville. Like, I remember classmates would talk about, oh my gosh, it's so ghetto, I'm so scared to go down there. And then I'd be like, you know, I'm from the West End, girl, hey. And then she'd be like, oh my gosh, really? Oh, you don't act like it. You don't seem like it. And like back then, I would be like, yes, girl, I'm down. I don't act like the rest of those ghetto people. But honestly, you all have to realize that you come from the greatest part of Louisville. Seriously. You come after so many people who have done so many great things. So with that being said, at this point, not even talking about what college you go to, even though Miss Jeannie's probably looking at me. So go Cards, come to Louisville. But just no matter what college you go to, don't let anyone in this city, don't let anyone in this state, don't let anyone in this country, don't let anyone in this world tell you that you don't come from greatness, because you do. And so with that being said, like Miss Jeannie was talking about, I have on a shirt that says, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, West End Louisville is the place to be. So with my little college student budget, I got everyone who RSVP'd by Monday this exact same shirt. So after this, just come and see me and pick up your shirt. And y'all can wear this to the mall. Y'all can wear this to church. Y'all should wear it to graduation. That would be super lit. But just wear this shirt anywhere and never forget your roots. Never forget where you come from, no matter what college you choose to go to. So thank you.
Killing it. Thank you.
Okay.
Tough act to follow, Errol.
There you go. You gotta follow that, right? So my name is Errol Witch. I am the Senior Associate Director of Admissions, and I work with all of our scholarship programs as well as
Thank you.
recruitment strategy as well. And first, I want to thank Destiny Germany. I remember working with Destiny when she was at Male High School, and her mom would call me regularly and send me t-shirts and show me love and all of that, and just to see the growth of Destiny, especially in terms of finding her voice. I just want to say thank you, because being an ambassador for this great part of Louisville that Senator Gerald Neal represents so very well, and all of you represent so very well. It's really great to see a University of Louisville student elevating their voice like you have. So I'm here to talk